What is up, Broke Man Nation? My name is Adam and this is Broke Man Finance. One of my favorite stocks for all of 2020, considering all the melees that we've had. It's not Tesla, it's not Apple, and it's not Facebook. In fact, this company has given me a better return on just about all of my other positions for the year. This is one of the few companies that actually got better whenever the Rona came out, and it only continues to push up. The company I am talking about is Chewy. Chewy is an American online retailer of pet products. If you or someone in your family has searched for a pet product online, then there is a good chance it was ordered from Chewy. Before we dive in, I want to make sure the majority of people watching this video understand this when it comes to Chewy. I want you to understand this before we get into any of the normal company and number stuff, and that thing is the lengths at which they will go for incredible customer service. Basic things can go a long way, such as when you call customer service and you speak to an actual person, when you send an email and you get a response within the hour, when messed up orders are replaced with no question or cost. But here is where Chewy goes above and beyond. Customers receive greeting cards on their pets' birthdays and flowers when their pets pass away. Those who emailed pet pictures were sent free hand-painted portraits of their pets. If you've ever lost a pet, you know how tough that can be because it's like losing a member of your family. You are. But the fact that Chewy goes the extra mile during that tough time is a game changer for me, because I know that with that approach to customers, you're going to be successful over time. This actually went viral last year. A man tried to return some dog food after his dog had passed away. Chewy said not to worry about returning it and gave him the money back anyway. But it didn't stop there. Then Chewy sent a handwritten note expressing the condolences for the man's loss and even included a painting of the man's pug. That is how you earn lifelong customers. You can see the other portraits here of pets being painted and the comments shared. When people are emotionally attached to your company, they become loyal customers. That's the kind of company that I want to be a part of. That's the kind of culture and ethos that I want to invest in. And I'm not trying to be corny, but I like the feel-good stuff that comes along with that company. If you like that kind of positivity stuff too, then do something positive for us and make sure to hit that like button and remember to subscribe. We're trying to grow our small channel, and small things like hitting that like button helps us out tremendously. I mean, it is the holidays. There are more pet owners now than ever before. It is estimated that 2 out of every 3 families own a pet. Successful pet adoptions are through the roof. Pet events are on the rise and dog bars are a thing. And the love we give to these furry kids will never go away. The world has changed in many ways, and one of those ways is the fact that pets play a bigger role in the family dynamic than they have ever before. Chewy was acquired by PetSmart in 2017 for $3.35 billion. At the time, it was the biggest acquisition ever of an e-commerce business. PetSmart obviously saw the upside to Chewy and its potential. Chewy reminds me of a young Amazon.com with an unrelenting focus on long-term growth at the expense of short-term profits. Remember, Amazon started out just selling books, and now they are a rival to everyone. They compete with everybody on some type of level. Chewy's current CEO, Sumit Singh, is one of the highest paid executives in the world, and he has the vision to keep expanding their footprint in the e-commerce space. Singh, who grew up in India, has a master's degree in engineering from the University of Texas and an MBA from the University of Chicago. After 10 years with Dell, he helped build Amazon's grocery delivery business in the US and 3 other countries. Singh had this to say: "To me, the story of Chewy is one of taking a beautiful startup and scaling it to become a world-class institution. I believe that we have a clear path to profitability in the not-so-distant future. So, we're building something amazing here." All of us, especially millennial pet owners who are now approaching their late 30s and early 40s, are spending an abundance on their pets. We are dressing our dogs up in costumes, sweaters, and we are just buying a ton of pet-related products, much more than people have bought in years past. If you look at this chart, you can see the percentage of households that own pets versus the amount of households with children who are under the age of 18. And these numbers are only continuing to grow. Plus, those of us who are between the ages of 20 and 50 at this point prefer doing things online, and we appreciate that customer service. From February to July, Chewy has added more customers just in that little time span than it did for all of the fiscal 2019. Its shares, which traded at about $30 early this year, has shot up to $74 currently, valuing Chewy at almost $30.5 billion. Since Chewy IPO'd in June of last year, they are up almost 240%. Singh believes that the pet industry could hit $99 billion in 2020, with Chewy taking a very big bite out of that. See what I did there? But Chewy is not profitable as of yet. The last quarter, they saw a loss of $32.8 million. That sounds bad, but when you compare it to last year, around the same time, they had a loss of $82.9 million, which shows them moving in the right direction. Chewy will be profitable very soon, and once they are, you're going to see a big jump in that share price. In actuality, they could be profitable tomorrow, literally tomorrow, but they're spending the majority of all those profits from sales on marketing and growing that customer base. Remember, long term, not short term. And it seems to be working since the rate of new customers looks like this. You can see it's just been a steady increase. In the last quarter, Chewy's sales was up 47%, and that equates to $1.7 billion. Their subscription service allows owners to have their favorite products such as pet food and medications delivered on a schedule, and this service makes up a large part of their overall revenue. 37% of online shoppers use Chewy when buying products for their pets. That is a big number when you think about the growing number of people that are making the majority of their purchases online in some form or fashion. There was a $100 price target set by analysts at Jefferies Financial Group, and the analysts that don't necessarily agree with that price point are still rating Chewy as a buy. Personally, and I'm a financial advisor, I see that price target continuing to increase as consistently as that customer base. I think Chewy is still at a low enough price point that I would consider it a buy at the moment. It is hard to put a ceiling on the value of this thing because there's no telling where this thing can go. But I do think it's going to continue to tick upwards. It has remained one of my favorite stocks for all of 2020, and I have a very good feeling it is going to keep a strong performance moving into 2021, and you should consider adding a position of Chewy in your portfolio. But that's all I have on Chewy. Until next time, I hope your stocks stay green. I hope you take care and stay safe this holiday season.